The epiphany in the development of Overwatch for the Nintendo Switch was that first playtest. And we're just sitting in our playtest lab with the Switch, and it was an immediate moment of, we have to do this. Like, this feels so good. It's so much fun. It's so unique and different from the other ways that we play Overwatch.
We started working on Overwatch for Switch about a year ago. Around the time when Diablo 3 came out for the Switch, the folks working with Iron Galaxy were just raving about, how awesome it was to work with them. We decided to do an evaluation with them, and when we all sat down, we were kind of going, oh my god, this is just so awesome. Just having everybody in the same room playing the game was just such a different social experience.
People who are coming from the PC who also have a Switch have a really good understanding of the differences of the two systems. One of the reasons that we're a little late to the game and bringing the game to the Switch is because we initially had that reluctance of, like, everything's not going to look exactly the same as it does on the PC. And I think once you get over the hurdle, that's okay, because there's so many advantages to this other platform. It's not all about visual fidelity.
We spent a lot of time with optimizations. We really wanted to kind of deliver that authentic Overwatch experience, so it had to kind of feel like you were playing Overwatch and kind of look like Overwatch, right? So you felt like, yeah, this is just what I'm used to playing on the Switch. We do dynamic resolution scaling. We also, as we're kind of building the game and we're kind of looking at our budgets, we make sure that we have enough headroom for the gameplay. And so that was kind of like the marks that we set for when we're looking at optimization targets.
You just say to somebody the game's going to run at 30 frames a second, they'll put their nose in the air and go, oh, that's not good enough, it's not acceptable. But when you see how the game looks and you see how steady the game plays, it's kind of amazing, and it feels great.
I'm pretty psyched about the gyro aiming that we're introducing into the Switch. It was something that Nintendo actually encouraged us to try out. So we gave it a shot and we started putting it together, and over the course of actually getting it into the game, it actually really changed my view on it. It was something that became so second nature. You have to spend about 2 hours really trying to learn it, and then now I just can't imagine playing without it.
I think we would love to have cross-play and cross-progression between the Nintendo Switch and other platforms. It's obviously extremely challenging in many different ways, and we hope that someday we can work through those challenges, but right now it's all within the Nintendo ecosystem. More likely than not, we won't apply specific tuning changes just to the Switch. We would do that only in a case where we felt like, for some reason, maybe the gyro aim gave an advantage or disadvantage to some hero. That would be the only reason that we would make a Nintendo Switch specific tuning change. What you'll more likely see is some tuning changes between PC versus all three of the console platforms. I've always thought that there are two audiences that were sort of hopeful, engaged with the Switch version of the game. The first is people who are already playing on our other platforms, who know and love the Switch's portability and love having it as an alternate system. The other audience that's super exciting to me is welcoming in that Nintendo audience is very exclusive to the Switch, who that's their whole expression of video games is through the Switch. Getting to see them for the first time play things like Junkenstein's Revenge and Winter Wonderland is going to be really exciting. It's going to be like relaunching Overwatch all over again.
Victory!